tell you what. I thought I knew what kind of man you were.
Okay.
What you just made me go through, I would never want my children having a father like you.
Okay.
Whether you're a member of Bachelor Nation or not, these are the guys that got on everyone's nerves. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 worst bachelors on The Bachelor.
This girl makes me laugh. She makes me feel like a 16-year-old boy.
The Bachelor hasn't really been known for casting the best contestants, but this list examines the worst of the worst, whether they were rude, sleazy, boring, or all of the above.
The more I can open up to you, and the more wonderful this all can be.
Number 10. Matt Grant.
Hi, I'm Matt Grant. I'm from London, England, and I'm here to steal your women.
There was nothing wrong per se with this particular bachelor, but there wasn't really anything right either. A lead pretty much as forgettable as his name. Matt starred on the season that was marketed as The Bachelor London Calling, so contestants and viewers alike were excited to be introduced to a charming suitor with a British accent.
I've always had a thing for American women, and to be honest with you, if we just step back, 10, 15, 20 years and said, you end up with an American woman, I wouldn't be that surprised.
Unfortunately, Matt came off as uncharismatic and made the very predictable choice of choosing Shane Lamas, the frontrunner from the beginning, as the winner.
Monkey, will you marry me?
Oh my God!
Breaking up soon after the finale aired, Matt was memorable for one thing: his infamous interview with E, saying he made a mistake and looked like an idiot on the show. Well, at least Matt regrets this season as much as we do.
Well, Matt might need more than a cup of tea after he sees the lengths some contestants will go to make an impression.
Stacey kind of freaked me out. She comes in and stuffs these, right? I'm so sorry, but that is not cool.
Number 9. Charlie O'Connell.
It was going around and around and around, and we came to a make or break moment.
Next, we have a notorious contestant who's usually remembered one of two ways: either as the guy who used to be on Sliders, or the guy who did body shots with contestants on the first group date. Back in season 7, the 25 women were looking forward to getting their chance with the minor celebrity, who also happens to be the younger brother of actor Jerry O'Connell.
4 tails! Oh, Jesus, man, that's a goocher.
Well, with the unlimited amount of alcohol on this show combined with Charlie's drinking problem, which he opened up about, you could probably see how this season was a total mess. Although he was on and off with winner Sarah Bryce for 5 years, one of the longest relationships in Bachelor history, that still didn't quite make up for O'Connell's wild behavior as the lead. Number 8. Jesse Palmer.
I forgot her name. That wasn't the girl I wanted to give it to. It's the Karen. I said Katie.
Let's get this straight. We liked this season. In fact, Jesse made it entertaining. Why? Because the guy was a complete and total train wreck, and we loved every second of it. Starting with the fact that he said the wrong name at the first rose ceremony, and then felt so bad that he gave the girl a rose anyway.
But I would like to extend to you the option of staying.
I'll stay and see how things go, sure. Thank you.
And how about how he had his friend pretend to be a contestant to spy on the other girls? Of course, we can't forget how he then blatantly ignored her warnings and kept the wrong girls around anyway. Sure, he made good TV, but he certainly didn't make for a good bachelor.
Did you give up on love? Yeah, and life.
Number 7. Andrew Baldwin.
My parents taught me from a young age that you have one life to live, and it's okay sometimes to take some risk, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm looking for love, and I've come here to Los Angeles to find it.
No, he wasn't one of those Baldwins, but he might as well have been, seeing how he was just as unlikable. Season 10, also dubbed The Bachelor, Officer and a Gentleman, may have sounded promising, but unfortunately ended up being pretty lackluster.
Joining the Navy is the best decision I've ever made in my life. It's taught me leadership, character, integrity, honor, courage, commitment.
You would think that a naval officer, Ironman triathlete, humanitarian, and physician would be a great candidate to represent The Bachelor, but his supposed romantic relationships with the women were not at all believable.
Are we those 2 muffins?
Quite possibly.
The woman he chose, Tessa Horst, ended up breaking off the engagement while he was on deployment. Sad ending to a sad season.
Tessa, will you marry me?
Number 6. Ben Flajnik.
We're really going for this, aren't we?
Who? Ben Flajnik is not a name you would recognize on the spot. And that's because even those who watched his season can barely remember him.
I really have enjoyed getting to know you, and I wish you all the best. I really do.
Thank you.
If they do, it's because Ben ended up proposing to the villain of the season, Courtney Robertson. And to absolutely no one's surprise, the duo broke up before their season even finished airing.
I really liked him.
On the bright side, reality TV may not have been the best platform for Ben to find love, but he did find it elsewhere. No, not on another television show or running into an old friend, but by swiping right on good old reliable Tinder.
And Ben couldn't be more smitten over Stephanie. They've been dating a year and a half.
Number 5. Prince Lorenzo Borghese.
Is it true that for me to adopt a dog out of Shelter Hope, I need to give it a rose? Is that how that works?
I call it a bone. It's called the boning ceremony.
Ah, season 9, the one advertised as the one with the Italian prince. It was certainly an intriguing concept, seeing as it put more at stake for the female contestants, since one of them would gain a whole lot more than just a future husband. The season was filmed entirely in Rome and was intended to be a unique change to the show's format. But unfortunately, the idea fell flat because the prince royally sucked.
She likes to take risks, she likes to have a good time, and she enjoys every second she's alive.
His one redeeming action was creating a web series called America's Next Princess, after the show spoofing the whole reality TV dating scene.
Who's the lucky girl gonna be? Is it gonna be Palin? Or is it gonna be Caramel?
Number 4. Brad Womack.
Okay, hold on real quick.
When you're chosen as the Bachelor, you literally have one job: propose to, or at least start formally dating, one of the final 2 women.
I can't look you in your eye and tell you that I love you. I can't. I have to tell you goodbye.
But Brad Womack had other plans: dump both women on finale night and come back for a second season where he would fail to find love yet again. To be fair, he did propose to finalist Emily Maynard, but their relationship didn't last very long.
I've always believed that when the time was right, I would find the woman that I've been looking for my entire life.
It's safe to say that up until season 11, none of the Bachelors were quite bad enough to call villains. So for Bachelor Nation, Brad was that villain.
It's not from me.
Okay.
It's from every woman in America.
Okay,
but I'm just the messenger.
Of course, that title would be stolen years later by our number 1 pick.
I don't ever want to hurt you.
I'm hurting right now.
Number 3. Jason Mesnick.
I'm not ready for any of the girls to meet Ty yet, but of course I want to show them off.
If you thought Brad's decision to not choose a winner was hated by fans, wait until you hear what this guy did.
You're such a bastard.
Everything was going great for Jason and his fiancée Melissa Rycroft, until Jason decided it wasn't, on the After the Final Rose special, where the new couple was supposed to debut in front of America.
Over the last few weeks, I haven't been able to stop thinking about Molly.
So you're telling me that you're still in love with Molly?
Yeah.
Instead, Jason called off his engagement to Melissa and immediately started dating runner-up Molly Mullaney in the most awkward turn of events the show had ever seen. His choice on the show may not have been in good taste, but it was clearly the right one since the couple has a child together and is still going strong today.
You know, I came here for one reason. I came here to find somebody to spend the rest of my life with, without a doubt. You are that right person.
Number 2. Jake Pavelka.
You just weren't able to put it in words.
And I don't know that I'm going to be able to put it in words because when you left there in St. Lucia, you left there was nothing wrong.
Jake Pavelka is a monster, or at least that's what his ex on the show said about him in an interview after the fact. The 14th Bachelor's official career title is pilot, but really his resume should read, just been on a lot of reality TV shows.
Vienna and I cannot keep our hands off one another because there's such a natural chemistry.
After The Bachelor, he appeared on Dancing with the Stars, the Bachelor spin-off Bachelor Pad, and even VH1's Famous Food, along with several other shows.
For years, I've been thinking about the restaurant industry, and this is a way for me to get my hands dirty, learn the ins and outs of being a restaurateur with somebody else's money.
Basically, he likes the spotlight, but he probably didn't appreciate the attention when his ex-fiancée, Vienna Girardi, dragged his name through the mud during one of the show's most cringe-worthy interviews ever.
Done with this. You are the meanest person I've ever met in my life.
This was the moment we realized Jake wasn't the nice guy he referred to himself as throughout his season, but someone a lot more explosive than he'd let on.
You don't know me, and I wouldn't have done it, and
If I don't know you, then why?
Please stop interrupting me.
Before we reveal our number 1 pick for the worst of the worst, here are a few honorable, or in this case, Dishonorable Mentions.
Right now with this unit, I can look ahead of the boat, I can cast out there, and I can see where my targets are, be it grass lines, brush piles, bait fish.
Number 1. Juan Pablo Galavis.
My family love me, you know? I can see it, and we clear too.
You know you're the worst bachelor if even Chris Harrison has something bad to say about you.
We're happy for you, just go be happy, it's okay. Like, there's no fight here.
No one really understood why Juan Pablo went on a show looking for love when he was clearly already in love with someone else, himself.
So you love her?
I'm not gonna answer that question to you. I don't get it.
He always talked about what was best for him, and never seemed to think what was best for the women in the house. We can't even imagine what the final two ladies had to go through, like when Juan told Claire he just likes hooking up with her, and chose Nikki in the finale, even though he couldn't say I love you.
I like you a lot. A lot. So,
He and Nikki went on another reality show, Couples Therapy, but it didn't save their relationship.
And so for him to tell kind of complete strangers that, it's embarrassing, and it's kind of belittling to me, and it's just not funny.
It's just as well, more quality time for Juan Pablo to spend with his own ego.
I have parts that I'm going to defend him for. There's parts that I think he was a jerk, and I have no problem saying that to him, and he knows that.
Do you agree with our list?
Are you going to end this tonight?
I have to.
Which bachelor do you think was the actual worst?
When we're trying to work things out, this is what happens.
For more entertaining top 10s published every day, subscribe to MsMojo.
I don't want to burst your bubble, but it's not private after the show. It'll be public.
We'll figure it out.